Don't miss the 80th annual Standardbred Sale, November 5th through 9th at the Pennsylvania Farm Show and Expo Center, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Featuring a stellar catalog of yearlings from all the major breeding farms, owners, and bloodstock agents, and a strong mixed sale. 3 days of yearlings and 2 days of mixed horses. Go to theblackbook.com now for more details and to view the yearling roster. See you in Harrisburg.
Hi, I'm Heather Wilder for Harness Racing Update. Last week we were talking about the champions of the Breeders' Crown. This week, everyone in harness racing is here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for the Standardbred Horse Sale. I caught up with a few of the consigners. Take a look. I'm here with David Reed from Preferred Equine Marketing. David, tell us a little bit about the horses that you have in the next few days.
We have a wide range of horses, obviously. Represented, geographically, we got a lot of Canadian eligibles, New York eligibles, PAs, Kentucky, some dual eligibilities. So, we're pretty pleased with our blend, and we really have something for everybody. And we're excited for the week for sure.
On a more serious note, you are selling the horses for White Birch Farm and your friend Steve Williams this week.
Yeah, listen, White Birch is, it's been around a long time. It's a great nursery that. I don't know how many other things can go wrong, to be honest with you. Michael and, first with Joe and Marie, and then, Michael dying unexpectedly, and then losing Steve last week. It's just, I don't know how you even put it into words. It's, it's tough. They had it's been 3 years since Michael's passed, and, the estate's been going on, and it's been working out, business as usual. We're going to miss them, but, horses will be sold, and hopefully they go on to do great things, and that would be what would make Steve proud as well. So
let's talk a little bit about unusual stories this year, or unusual horses selling.
Yeah, we had a horse in Lexington actually. He was going to sell on the second night down there, hit number 203 at Pacing Colt, and he's very popular with the people. And 6 o'clock the night he was supposed to sell, he had a little hiccup. He just had a little issue where he just got a little off on his hind end there, and we never really pinpointed what happened, so our plan was, the morning afterwards, he was 90% better. 2 days later, he was 100% better. So we left him in Kentucky, and we talked to Pete Spears and say, listen, we had a situation, and would you be interested in selling the colt? And they obliged, and he's going to sell late Monday, last horse on Monday after hit number 172. We'll sell number 173, and as a supplemental entry. So it's something that's a little unique, but we figured we bring him here. It's a great market. And we'll try and get him exposed to everyone that we thought liked him in Lexington, and maybe some people who didn't see him in Lexington, they can come see him, and we'll go from there. But it's definitely a little different, that's for sure.
Well, you definitely have a reputation of excellence now, also for the horses that you see behind us, but Cappuccino. So we'll be heading over there to talk to Lily, who retired in August but is here working today.
The biggest thing about Lily's retirement I'm learning today is that people, they never knew how good she looked after retirement. So she always said that Dave Reed was a pain in the ass to work for. And I think so far about 9 people have verified that she looks much better in retirement than she did when she worked for me. So
how did the Cappuccino come about? Because you are as famous as the Cappuccinos are at Preferred.
Well, of course, I was working in the office, and we used to have a trailer right here. So Dave comes in the trailer one day, and he said, come, let me show you something. I was like, okay. So we bop out here, and he shows me how to make the cappuccino. He said, you can do that, right? I said, of course I can. That was my doom.
So how many years ago was that?
Oh, my gosh. Probably 15 or 16 years. Probably 16 years ago.
And I'm sure that you've forged plenty of friendships as well over this time, getting to talk to people when they come into the consignment.
Oh, absolutely. I have so many people that I look forward to seeing each year. They're my friends. They're our customers, but they're not customers to me. They are our friends, because these people come back year after year after year, and they support Preferred Equine. So, you know, we've just forged that friendship, and I get all kinds of hugs and all kinds of stuff, you know. It's like, oh, you look, oh, thank you.
Joe, you were telling me about two Roll with Joes, which would be New Yorkbreds. One is a half-sister to Zero Tolerance. Can you tell me a little bit about both of those? One a colt, one a filly?
Sure, yeah. It's interesting, the filly she's out of the Rainbow Blue family, and we sold Rainbow Blue, and Rainbow Blue was turned out to be the horse of the year, which is sort of something for a pacing filly to be able to do that. But this is out of a sister to her, and Zero Tolerance was one we sold last year, and she went on to win about $400,000 and got a record of 51 in a piece. I think she was second in the Breeders' Crown. I know she was. And then this filly is a Roll with Joe, and I like her really well, and she'll be selling, I guess, on Wednesday. The other horse that we have that it's another Roll with Joe is his half-brother won the New York Star Stakes final as a 2-year-old. So I think both of those will be really good. He sells tomorrow, and his number 63. So really good-looking colt. Unusual marking on the on his face, so it's kind of unusual. But he's a really good-looking colt, and we expect he'll do pretty well also.
And the filly we were talking about, her hip number is 254. Now let's talk a little bit.
That's good. That's great.
Also, let's talk a little bit about the Team Orange Crush success. They had Devious Man, came back with Metz Hall. Congratulations, both $1 million performers from this consignment.
They did very well, and there's a lady, a Russian lady, that owned both of them, in fact. But they bought Devious Man here the first time, and they went on to win about $1 million, as you point out. And then Metz Hall has been, they bought him the following year, and I think he's $1.4 million, $1.5 million, somewhere along in there. And he's been quite the performer this year, and was second in Hamiltonian, and he's won a few races in the last few weeks, and he's done very well. So we're happy to have both of them, and both of them came out at Standardbred sale, and both of them won over $1 million. So that's pretty good.
One of the wonderful things about Hanover is that you guys encourage visits to the farm. You guys are great. There's wonderful crab cakes. You get to see all the babies. You can see them in the paddock. Tell me a little bit about that.
We encourage that. It's a lot easier to see them at the farm, and it's just a better environment. They act more like themselves. We can usually accommodate you a lot better. In fact, right now we're very, very busy. We're actually taking phone numbers, asking people to come back. We'll call them when we have someone to show. So it's a lot more relaxed. We serve lunch, and yes, you can see them turned out. So any that strike your fancy, we can put in the paddock and you can see them move. And what a lot of people do is they'll start with a big list, they'll come to the farm, and then they'll narrow it down and they'll come here and look at a smaller, like the final list, just to make sure they didn't miss anything or nothing has changed. But the farm visits are a very good idea, and we encourage people to do that. We welcome that.
Well, I have to ask you, so you will be saying goodbye to these babies in just a few days, or within these few days' time. Is it hard for you?
It's not hard at all. I'm happy that they are going to move on to the next phase of their career. I mean, that's why we bred them, and there are 300 of them waiting in the wings, so we have replacements for them. And I'm not sad, and I keep up with them. I try to visit some training centers, and as soon as they start racing, I watch every single one of them race. So I don't miss them. I follow them throughout their careers, and like I said, we have replacements for them every year. So I'm happy. I hope they all find good homes, and I wish them all the best of luck.
Well, there you have it from Dr. J from Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing. Hi, I'm here with Tammy McNiven of Twinbrook Farms. You are an hour west of Mohawk, so you join us, a farm from the north.
We do. This is our 20th year coming, and we've had success down here, and the American market has been very good to us, and we breed a lot of the American product, and we keep coming.
So, Tammy, you have been all over this complex, and you're back where you started showing horses.
That is very true. We started in this building about 20 years ago, Windback on one side of us, Stonegate on the other side of us. We came with 18 horses. And then from there, we've been, I think, in every barn in this complex. And here we are 20 years later, and we're back. We're way bigger than we used to be, and we have no neighbors.
As you've continued to grow, you've kept a real family feel to this consignment. Tell me a little bit about all of the family members that work here.
There's a lot. We have 2 daughters that absolutely love the breeding end of it. Our oldest daughter is a registered massage therapist for Equine. Our second daughter absolutely wants to take over the farm from us. So I've been trying to take a little bit of a back seat and let her do more of the work. I'll do the paperwork. I haven't taught her that yet, but this is her first or second crop that these are her babies. She has done everything, heart and soul. And we have a son who's 17 and he's at home looking after the farm for us while we're here. So it really is a family affair, which is really hard to find anymore. Well, we're really excited about our Monday sale. We have 4 horses that I think are exceptional horses. We have 2 Better's Delights, and you can't get any better than Better's Delight right now. He's been a phenomenal stallion for the last 18 years, you know, and colt or filly, it really doesn't matter. We have a colt that's out of the Courtly Choice family. His mom is a sister to Better Than Cheddar, and he's a fantastic horse. I love him. He has looks like a seahorse blaze on his head. I just kind of have a soft spot for him. We also have a Some Beach filly that, oh my goodness, I call her I'm a Beach. Twin B, I'm a Beach. She's a really fantastic filly. And we have a Better's Delight filly that her name is Dream Girl, Twin B Dream Girl, and her mom is a sister to Always a Virgin. And again, another really top family.
So great top family selling on Monday. Tammy, tell me, you've been here for how many years? Tell me, what is the most unusual experience or something that's just was out of something different, something than what was different than the norm and it's stuck in your mind as a Harrisburg memory?
Okay, this is really rude, sorry, but we always have candy sit out from Canada. We bring jubes or different stuff that you can't get here in the States. Right. And one day a lady opened up her whole purse and dumped the whole box of candy in her purse and walked away. And we were just like, oh my gosh, did we just see that? It was fine, but it was just like, wow. Yeah. So that was one sticks out.
Yes, well, thank you and best of luck with all of your horses selling all week.
Thank you very much.
Tom, you and Linda have been here forever, it seems like.
We've been coming to Harrisburg in various capacities for over 40-some years. In the early days, we had a farm in Maryland with show riders, and in the early days we come here with some of those riders grooming horses for different consigners through the sales. And over the years it evolved. I became the director of operations for the Woodstock Sales Company, which we sold here with some very large consignments over those years. And then when they finished, we started our own consignment, the Foxden Agency. And we've been doing that now for like 20-some years. And we have a select group of consigners that usually consign with us year after year. And it's kind of like a family affair. Our family pretty much runs the consignment. We have some outside help when we need it, but most of all it's an in-house family affair.
You have an excellent group of yearlings that are selling here on Tuesday and Wednesday. You have 8 of those, I believe you were telling me, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We have a couple Art Speaks we sell on Tuesday. We have a Sweet Lou, and we have a very consistent, small but good quality sale.
I'm here with Jenna from the Delaware Valley University, which is actually located in Doylestown, PA. Jenna, you take part in an equine program where you actually get college credits to work here.
So our students are with these horses from the time the mare is bred, and then they foal them out and they prep them for the yearling sale. And then this is kind of our last step here in Harrisburg, is to sell our homebred yearlings.
Do you get great enjoyment, I'm sure, by watching them compete? I'm sure some of you, it's probably exposed to a new world of horses with harness racing.
Yes, for sure. So it's really exciting to breed them and to know that this is our last step, is to end up here and then to watch them go on and become successful in their careers.
I'm Heather Wilder. Thanks for watching.